Hey everyone, super quick video. I just need a new timer. I've found that in my reviews, it's just always handy to have some sort of thing that times out something. And so I just found this on AliExpress like most things. There's a user manual. Okay, I put some rechargeable AAA batteries in the back of that thing, just two of them. And then let's look at the box here. So this thing, you can have this quick set where you tap the button and it goes up to 95 minutes if you don't want to use the dial itself. It's silent. There's no ticking sound as it counts away. There's a reset button, of course. Nothing helpful there. It has a back magnet and a flip-out stand. Alrighty. So I've realized right now there's a timeout. There's a 1 minute timeout. It doesn't mention that in the instructions there. These two buttons will not turn it on. Clicking this once will not turn it on. Rotating it will not turn it on. You have to do 2 slow clicks on this rotary knob. And now it'll turn on. It defaults to 5 minutes, it seems. So there's the quick set, right? So that makes things like it pretty easy. But obviously, if you want to be precise, you can do the minutes first, up to 95, I assume, or maybe 99. Let's see what's going on here. No, 99. You click again. Now you're doing the seconds. Click one more time. Well, you didn't. That's it, and it starts counting down. You can pause by clicking that. Start again. Right. I'm gonna just reset, and I'm just gonna press start, and now it's gonna start counting upwards. So, can it pause? Yes, it can. All right. So, will it reset while it's counting? It will not. So you have to pause it, and then you can reset it. Now this thing, you'll notice the lights are pretty bright. They're flashing because of the hertz. To the naked eye, these lights are not flashing at all. It's just my camera, my Samsung A7 here. It's running this similar hertz, I guess, as this LCD display or LED display. I think it's a LED display. It's hard to say. The one thing I wasn't able to figure out is, actually, before we go into that, I'm going to start a timer here. 1 minute or just a few seconds. I want to see how loud this is. Back here we have this app, right, doing it just sets to 3 seconds here. So it's pretty loud. High 80s. So that's like as loud as a vacuum cleaner. Actually, vacuum cleaners can be louder than that. Just want to give you an idea. So it's pretty loud. If it is timing, whether up or down, right now this is the bright setting. In 1 minute, it's going to go to a dimmer setting. So while it's counting up to a minute, we have time. Here's a flip out thing. There's a little finger groove. Alright, so it'll rest as it should or would. Magnet wise, I don't have a steel plate with me, but I do have these scissors. The magnet here is that cheap kind of plastic magnet. I don't know if they're mixed with vinyl or what, but it's not very strong. That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, wait, I have that ruler. Alright, so if it's a perfectly flat surface and it's using all the magnetic space there, it's not an issue. I think if it's a refrigerator, you'll probably be okay, but if you have a curved door on your refrigerator, that might prove problematic. Oh, you notice what happened there. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. When it gets to close to a minute, I will come back. Alright, so this is the full brightness. I'm trying to angle it so there's no reflection. But I guess around in 1 minute it's going to go dimmer to save battery. Yeah, hopefully you can see it. To the naked eye it's quite visible that it dimmed quite a lot. Alright. But then if I tap it, it goes bright again, but I paused it. Right, so I think the numbers are so big that it's shouldn't be too big of an issue, at least minute-wise. You might be, I'm a little curious, how tall is this first set? 22 millimeters, a little under an inch. The seconds are maybe 18 millimeters, maybe 3/4 of an inch in height. Alright, so the one thing I could not figure out is it says here mute lights, number 4. But if you just pause and read this entire instruction sheet, there's nothing in here mentioning muting the lights. So the backside is in Chinese, so if you lose this manual, there you can pause and figure that out if you can read Chinese. But yeah, so I was thinking maybe the lights would, you know, when the display dimmed, which it did, maybe that light would come on instead. You see, hopefully you saw it just went dim again because it's been a minute. But it just keeps on timing, because I kind of think maybe you do want to see it timing and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. If you do get this and you figure it out, maybe you could tell me, when does that little circular mute light thing come on that the instructions is talking about, that little dot right there? I don't know the answer to that. Alright, so anyways, being a digital display, I'm sure it's accurate. I'm not going to test that. The thing wasn't that expensive. All I know is it's far more accurate than the wind-up mechanism I have, because if you don't wind that thing all the way to an hour, it definitely is not really accurate at all. But this digital display seems pretty easy to work with, especially with this little wheel thing, so that's pretty neat. Okay, well, thank you for watching. See you in the next random product review.